Hey, what's up everyone? PCJ here to share with you a special Mr. Mini Blind Box unboxing, and I've invited Jordan to join me on the unboxing. There he is. And now you've seen us do you've seen us do subscription box unboxings, a lot of the ones that Jordan brought over to share with us, but came across these Fallout Funko Mr. Minis, and Jordan is responsible for getting me hooked on Fallout. I never heard of the game. I've never played the game. And I remember years ago when we met, you were kind of like, you gave me a dead look like, you never played Fallout? And I'm like, no, what's the big deal about it? You're like, I'm bringing you a copy tomorrow. And you brought me a copy of Fallout 3 for 360, and I started playing it, and I was like, dude, I played it for like 10 hours over the weekend. I got like 1% of the game done. Oh, yeah. And I was like, how much longer am I going to be playing this? You're like, years. It's time consuming. But I'll say this, the game was fun. A lot of fun. You know, you're scavenging, you're collecting things, you're killing enemies. You're in a wasteland that you don't know where enemies are going to come from. Some of these enemies are super strong and just deadly. And yeah, it's an awesome game. I still have not done a whole lot more on the game though. I'll play it for hours and hours, collecting things, sell things, explore the land. But I'm like, dude, I'm like, I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything sometimes because there's so much to do in it. But you've loved them from day one. You played the first one, right, all the way through.
Yeah, I started with Fallout 3, I think, when I was whenever it came out for the 360 is whenever I started it, because I played it at my cousin's house. And then I played all the way through that. I actually just played New Vegas, I think last year was my first playthrough in New Vegas. But I played Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. I recently got Fallout 76, but I've played through the original 4 as well, because there's, I think, Fallout 1 and 2, and then Brotherhood of Steel, and I forget the name of the other one, but they're more like top-down adventures, like just clicking around to find stuff, and turn-based combat as opposed to
First-person,
third-person stuff. Okay. But it's a completely different experience, but still love those games.
Yeah. So now, I picked these up, and I've had them for a while now because I wanted Jordan to join me on this unboxing because, like I said, he got me into the game, and he's going to know a lot more about this. And before we started recording, I was asking him, like, okay, the boxes just say Fallout. And I know they had another series of Fallout figures already. A few years ago they were released. I never got any of those. And you would think they would put something on here like says, you know, Series 1, 2, 3, or whatever, just so you know how they're based on. But really, I mean, the Star Wars minis just say Star Wars all the time. You kind of have to know they're based on whatever movie or trilogy or whatever. But you were saying these are based on the newer game, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, these may be based on the Fallout 76 just because of the version of power armor they're using. Okay. Plus the little emoticon Vault Boy right there. Okay. I think that's more like the 76 references.
Okay. So we'll show you on the back here. Here's all the figures in the series. And these aren't from a particular store. So you can see they're not exclusive anywhere. It does show the rarity for the figures, and they are all 1 out of 12. So I'm assuming if you bought a full case, you might basically get the entire series. That tends to happen like with the Nightmare Before Christmas ones. When I bought a full case, every figure was one of each figure, and I got all 12. So maybe that's how this works as well, but you never know. Sometimes you buy a full case of minis, half of them are doubles. You never know. It has happened on this channel quite a bit, though. So, but here's the full list, though, if you want to look for a certain one yourself. And we've got 6 of them to unbox, and we'll see if hopefully we get 6 different figures, no duplicates.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So we're going to start tearing open, and then hopefully, like I said, Jordan's going to have more info on these than I will, and he can tell us a little bit about the characters. So start off with this one. Let's see what we get. While I'm ripping these open, you want to share your thoughts on Fallout 76? You had a few things to share. If you want
to. Fallout 76 is a game.
Okay. I haven't played it. I haven't played it. The only one I played was the 3.
It's definitely different than most other Fallouts out there.
Okay.
It is only online, and I haven't come across any NPCs yet. The only things I've seen are like robots that run shops that I bought from. Okay. And I mean, I have fun, but to me, it just doesn't feel like a Fallout game normally would. I'm just running around collecting scrap and then building my little thing while searching out holotapes that tell me a story that I don't care about.
Okay.
Like I'm definitely more invested in the older Fallouts, like 3, New Vegas, and 4 even, which I know 4 has a bad rap for being whatever glitchy mess it was, but honestly, I love 4, especially whenever they added mods to console, just because I don't have a PC strong enough to run Fallout 4 on PC, so I was happy whenever they added that.
Okay.
But 76 it's a game.
Yeah.
It may not deserve as much hate as it's getting, but I think it does deserve a little bit of disappointment.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of bit of disappointment, but it's...
The critiques are necessary in some cases.
Yeah, critiques are valid in the most part, but I think some people go overboard.
Well, here's our first character. So this is one of the Vault Boys, right?
Yeah, and the reason why these guys are used a lot is because these represent a lot of the perks that are done in the game, and I think this one's the like reading / like charisma based, or not charisma, intelligence based one.
Okay.
Where a lot of your like intelligence perks or different perks you get throughout the game, they're represented by that little guy right there.
Okay.
Actually, this guy is 111. These might still be Fallout 4 pops.
Okay.
Or Fallout 4 ones.
Okay.
Because 76 is Vault 76, so
Oh, okay.
this might still be the ones from Fallout 4.
Okay. So it might be that. Okay.
Don't know why they have emoticons then, but
Huh.
yeah.
Oh. See what number 2 has. I think this is that one there with the jump rope.
Did you feel some rope?
Felt some rope. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so another 111.
Yeah.
And the significance of the jump rope.
But one of the big reasons why they're used for the perks is because in like the Fallout lore, they had Vault Tech, which is the company that made all the vaults that people hid out in to survive the nuclear winter.
Okay.
And their mascot was Vault Boy, which is this little guy right here. So all of their stuff has Vault Boy promotions on it, and the Pit Boys that you use, which is like their inventory management for these games. It's just all throughout it use these.
Okay.
And one of my favorite things they did in Fallout 4, in all the promotions, they were doing like the Vault Tech How to Survive the Wasteland videos, and they did like all sorts of like 50s style, like super black and white animations, like don't trust your neighbor, blah 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 blah, and they used Vault Boy to do all that stuff from it, and it's just, I always enjoyed them. I have a Vault Boy bobblehead that I have at home that I really like, and
I got one from a subscription box.
I think I got the same one. I think it might have been Loot Crate.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah, I've got him sitting next to my Xbox.
Ooh. That's the armor one, right?
Yeah.
Power armor, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that stuff is mainly used by the Brotherhood of Steel and a different variant for bandits and the oh my god, I forget their name. I'm feeling so bad.
Actually, I have the
Enclave. Oh my god.
Okay, crisis averted.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got the Funko Pop of this. It came in a I think it was one of the Black Friday GameStop boxes from like 3 years ago.
Nice.
I got one in there. Yeah, that was the first year they did their Black Friday boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But power armor is something that is definitely sought after in the games. I think more so in Fallout 3 and New Vegas than it is in Fallout 4. Just because Fallout 4 requires power cells to use, so it's like you have to keep up with these batteries to be able to use it.
Okay.
I know for me, I mainly went on foot instead of using power armor, and I kind of just collected it in my settlement in Fallout 4.
Okay. I think this one is that one there.
Lone Wanderer with a bat.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah.
She looks pretty awesome. This you got the actual what's that called again?
The Pit Boy.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, most vault dwellers were equipped with a Pit Boy, and apparently they're very sought after in the Wasteland because if you have one of those, you can get access to more vaults. And vaults either have dead people inside, survivors inside, or a lot of loot inside.
Okay.
So, a lot of bandits and stuff. At least they play it up like it's going to be this big thing. Oh, you have a Pit Boy, we're going to be after you. But nobody's ever after you for that reason.
And think this is the flexing muscle bodybuilder looking one. Yep. Whoa. He's juicing.
I am a beefy bald boy.
Beefcake.
Ooh, look at those buns.
Good God. Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Wow. Okay, so we're seeing a trend, though. So far we've got 5 unboxed, 5 different figures, and these all came out of the same case when I got them. So chances are, yeah, you buy a full case of these, you're going to get the entire series. So if there's a certain one you're looking for, you know, just get the whole case and you get them all probably.
Yeah, just make sure you don't want to go to one of those stores that likes to mix them up and screw
Oh my gosh, I've gone to some big box stores lately where they now have a section for their collectible stuff, and instead of keeping them in the display cases that they're shipped in, they just dump them into a bin, and they're just all there. And I know there's people out there way crazier than me when it comes to Mr. Minis, even though I'm crazy about them. That they'll like, oh, I'll bring a scale and start weighing them and what. I don't do that stuff. I'm like, you know what? I can tell if it's a little heavier. Be like, okay, I'll get this one. Oh, this is lighter. Okay, at least I know these will be 2 different figures, maybe. But there's ones out there, they're like, no, I want to know the exact layout and whatnot. And that's great to know sometimes, but yeah, it's like, that kills it for those people that want to just try to find that key figure they're after.
Yeah, I think the only mystery minis I've really sought after was League of Legends mystery minis.
Yeah.
Ooh. And I really wanted the, ooh.
That's the one I wanted too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. This is the Nuka-Cola girl.
Nuka-Cola girl. Usually she has a space helmet on as well.
That's in her, is that what she's got her head? Yeah. That's cool.
That's awesome. I like that one a lot, actually.
Yeah.
It's funny because I played a male character in Fallout 4, but for a while I ran out with one of those.
Yeah.
And seeing the guys in that armor is hilarious. That's actually one of the armors that's in Fallout 76 that I was kind of complaining about the paywall earlier.
Uh-huh.
Is they have that, and I think you have to pay $12 to get it in-game.
Okay.
But...
she won't stand up.
Yeah. But in Fallout 4, I think during one of the DLCs you get it for free.
Okay.
But of course you have to buy the DLC, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, my whole thing is, if you want to play Fallout, maybe don't get 76, maybe get 4 if you want that style of game.
Okay.
And then you can probably buy it, plus all the DLCs for cheaper price than you could buy 76, and you're not going to be as disappointed.
Cool. And I'll go ahead and share as well. I unboxed one of these already a couple weeks ago. And this is the one that was in the one I unboxed, and this is called the what?
SentryBot.
SentryBot, and it looks pretty badass. This one now was very easy to tell what was going to be in it, because when I went to the store, I went around shaking all the boxes, and then I picked up this one, and I was like, whoa, this one's heavy. And I was kind of looking at the back of the box, and I was like, it's got to be one of those two there. I mean, it's too obvious. Long ago, like 3 years plus, almost 4 years now, I went to Walmart, and they had the first Avenger movie, Age of Ultron, where you first see the Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
And they had a mystery mini on that, and went to the store, they had a brand new case of them, and I was picking them all up just like that, and I'm shaking, I was like, man, this one's like really freaking heavy. I get home, did an unboxing video of just one mini, and it was the Hulkbuster. It was like real obvious, and so I was like, this has got to be the giant one that you see on the back there, the SentryBot.
Yeah. That's one thing I was trying to do with the League of Legends ones. Is my favorite character in that game is Braum, and I was like, oh, if I just get a heavy one, that's got to be him and his shield, right?
Yeah.
But no, the heaviest one I think is Malphite, which is this big like rock creature that's supposed to be like the size of a mountain and stuff. And yeah, I was like, no, I really wanted Braum, but I never got him.
Yeah.
And I just kind of, after buying 2 or 3 of those, I think I got Ari and Braum and who else did I get? Oh no, Ari and Malphite. And I forget who else I got, but I just got too disappointed, and I was like, oh, no, I got 2 Aries. That's all it was. And she's like a foxtail girl, so her tail's made up a lot of the weight. And I just got disappointed, and I'm like, I'm going to stop wasting money on these.
Yeah. No, it's frustrating for me, because I'll get a couple of minis. When they first come out, I'll try to get a few minis from certain series, and then I'll wait till later when stores discount them or they have them on clearance. And then at least it's like, okay, at least I'm only paying $1 for these sometimes when I get, a bunch of them. But yeah, after a while you're like, I'm getting the same minis over and over. I'm getting, I've had so many duplicates. I've had videos I've done where I've unboxed 4 or 5 minis, and I get 4 of the same. Yeah, something like that. And it's just like repeat. It's like
those I've been watching. I'm like, I'm frustrated for you.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, does anybody want to trade? Oh no, those are so common already. Oh, never mind.
That's why I like the 1 of 12 ones.
Yeah.
As opposed to the like
1 out of 72.
1 out of
36.
Oh, I'm never gonna get those.
Yeah.
That's why I was glad when they got the Jack Skellington one. With the, with the fuzzy stuff on it.
Yeah, the flocked one there. Yeah.
Yeah, because that one was, I think, a 1 of 12.
Yeah, the whole case was 1 out of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, if they didn't do it that way, I think barely anybody would have gotten that one.
No. No, I've had a lot of people asking about certain minis they'll see and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, if I find it, I get lucky. That's whatnot. But yeah, it's like. Some people were like, I wanted this. I'm like, I want this too, but I can't find it.
Yeah, if you find it, tell me.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, cool. Well, thanks for joining me, man. Because I know you love the whole series, and I knew you'd have a lot to share about the series itself. So, yeah, and I think the minis look great. I always say this every time when I do a Mystery Mini unboxing on characters or series that are based on something animated or video game animated. I think they always look better than other minis. Like, it's hard, like, you got RoboCop here. That looks pretty badass, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But it's hard to make other characters look good like their real-life counterparts when it's not, like, Lando looks very cartoony there.
Yeah.
It looks like Lando, but it's a little cartoony.
And even, like, Lando compared to the
Goofy?
The Goofy from Kingdom Hearts. Like, I think that's a very intricate mini as opposed to, like, R2-D2 that made him, like, real chibi.
Mm-hmm.
And I still like the aesthetic of all these, no matter what series they do, but I definitely like some series better than the other.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love
the Beauty and the Beast series. I was like, eh.
Yeah.
Because, like, Mrs. Teapot, I was like, I just like these designs, like, something like it as opposed to these a little bit more for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like things to be a little bit intricate.
Yeah, I like as much detail as possible.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, guys and gals out there, thanks for listening in and watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're a fan of Fallout, they're out there. And like you see here, we got 7 different figures out of 7 different boxes. Okay, this was one I unboxed a while back, but we just did these 6 here. And as you see, each one was different. So there are 1 out of 12 possibilities. So you have a chance of getting an entire series by just buying a full case in case you want to get the whole series. But yeah, they're pretty much available any store you want to go to that you can buy your minis at normally. So give them a try. Check them out. Well, hey, thanks as always for watching, and we will see you next time, and I hope you'll tune in again. So till then, this is Jordan and PCJ, and we're signing out.